A really good meeting, but no commitments made. That's how Governor Lou Leon Guerrero described her talks with new Undersecretary of the Navy, Hung Cao.
Raised, of course, all our priorities that we wanted to have the Department of Defense look at in terms of its impact of the impact of the military going back to Guam and how to mitigate those.
Since he landed on island Sunday night, the senior defense official has been touring Guam's military installations, meeting with top brass and service members to ensure all bases are defense ready. And he met with the governor on Tuesday to talk about how the military and local government can work together.
We talked about the hospital, we talked about infrastructure, cybersecurity, utilities, the roads, and various other priorities that I think need to be supported and also funded for the continued defense of Guam and the nation. Of course, he took notes. There was no commitment made. He's only been in this office for 3 weeks.
Cao told local media Monday night that it was a, quote, whirlwind trip as he gets his bearings. It's his first visit to Guam since being sworn in 3 weeks ago.
It's very quick, fast because I have to report back to the Secretary on the status of our infrastructure in Guam to make sure that we have everything we need to defend the island and our forces here.
He says the point of his trip is to make sure troops have what they need to stay focused and ready, but his visit comes amid an ongoing federal shutdown, now in its 21st day with no end in sight, affecting military personnel.
I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of silly stuff. We're fighting back and forth between the House and the Senate because they can't come to agreement on doing a budget, which is their job. So we need to get going because we have a lot of military people who are depending on paychecks to feed their families.
Guam currently houses some 20,000 service members and their families. That number is projected to grow to about 10,000 more in the next 10 years. That includes some 5,000 Marines slowly starting to relocate from Okinawa. When asked if those relocation plans have changed, he says while the Department of War is, quote, constantly reevaluating, they remain committed to defending Guam and the nation.
We're always reevaluating, evaluating, but I mean, this is a very central part and very important for defense of the United States, and also this is a part of the United States, and we will always defend Guam.
Meantime, despite no commitments being made on Cao's part on the governor's expressed priorities, she remains hopeful for progress with his personal ties to the territory. As reported, Cao and his family first set foot here 50 years ago as a 4-year-old Vietnamese refugee as part of Operation New Life, saying, quote, Guam was a doorway to freedom. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.